Don't lose all your money in crypto. Stick around, find out how. Question everything, trust nothing. Welcome to Debate Crypto. It's your boy CryptoKeeper, and we are here with a special edition of Debate Crypto. I do owe a quick little apology for those of you that are here to see Mr. Bill Noble. We had a little bit of a scheduling mix-up today. I don't want you to leave, though. Bill said, hey, hang on. This is good stuff that you're about to see, but Bill is not going to be on the stream today, so I apologize to everybody for that. We've got a special guest. We have got Drew Wolfer from Presend. Drew, how you doing, brother?
Dude, I'm jacked up now from the intro, dude. I'm just seriously happy to be here. I know I saw you just a few days ago, so you're probably tired of my face and my braids by now, but we are here and we're ready to talk everything market-wise Presend. So
yeah, dude.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude. Glad that you're here. The only problem I have with Drew so far, family, is the fact that he can't pick Xbox or PlayStation, right? So we see over his shoulder, he's got both of them. I'm telling him, listen, you got to pick a freaking side. So real quick, we're going to pin him down. Drew, if you had to pick a system, are you going Xbox or PlayStation?
Oh man, we'll just flip a coin. We'll go Xbox. I don't know.
Man, he lost. Okay, cool.
First L today.
Smash the like if you like Xbox. Smash the like if you like PlayStation, because we need the likes either way. All right, Crypto fam, we're going to start it off as usual. Let me jump into the chat, say hello to everybody. We have got in the chat Rudy Roo, Richard Berry, Kim Craig, Bull Runner, D. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who else we got? FU. And yes, I'm saying his name, not saying FU. Always have to clarify on that. He always keeps me on my toes there. Hawkeye football. Uh-oh, we've got a Hawkeye in the house. Go Bucks. OHIO. Matt C. Mr. Evanchek. Kim Craig again. Whoops. And yeah, let's have a good show. Oh, I missed one. I think I missed one. Jeff Plyer. Good to see you. All right, cool. So first of all, we're going to start off with the markets. We want to talk some crypto for a minute here, as always. See what's going on. I was telling my dad yesterday, we had the Easter celebration over at the parents' house and had a bunch of kids doing Easter egg hunts and all that fun stuff. And I told my dad, he's like, so what are the markets looking like? And I was like, well, historically, the markets pump right after Easter. And he's like, well, that doesn't make sense. And I was like, what do you mean it doesn't make sense? He was like, how can you just pick a random day that's always moving and then say the markets pump after it? So we started kind of talking about that. And I texted my dad a few minutes ago and I said, hey, Dad, the market's pumping. So let's check it out. Let's get into it. So the global crypto market cap, let me update it, see where we're at here. We are at 1.21 trillion with the T dollars. That's up 3.05%. Bitcoin breaking that 29K barrier. We're at 29,238, up about 4.34%. Good to see that. My girl ETH creeping on 1,900. We're up a couple percent there. And then you guys know how this goes. I talk about it all the time. Bitcoin and ETH make their little moves. Bitcoin first, ETH follows, and then the alts. So the rest of the top 10 are sitting pretty stagnant. They are in the green, but up 0.5% up to, 1.5%, 2%, rolling on down to Solana. So let me ask you this, Drew, before we dive into all things Presend, what's kind of your background just on crypto period? Like, how'd you get into crypto?
Yeah, I think the first transaction I ever did in crypto was like 2014 or something. I think it was like,
oh, wow,
the
OG.
Yeah, the end of 2014. And man, people had been talking about it a lot before that, but it was a lot of those people that were like just buying random stuff on the internet from like overseas and stuff like that. And there was just like, exactly. Yeah, pretty much, Silk Road stuff and things of that sort. And I was just kind of like, okay, cool, whatever, sounds wild. And then, obviously there was the people that were like trying to hide their money and stuff like that. But then it became a thing. And ETH, this was like right when ETH had come out. And I was just like, oh, so this is real, right? And I was like, I want to get in. I want to see how it is. I was a younger cat. I think I was in college at the time. And man, it just started going crazy. I remember I bought in and then like I think my portfolio like 20x, and then I was just like, I'm selling, right? So I sold it, and then I didn't participate in the next bull run because I was actually building my businesses that I was doing outside of all of this other stuff. So I didn't really pay that much attention to it, and then it kind of came back around full circle, and that's when I was like, okay, I don't want to necessarily be exposed to the prices as much as I want to be exposed to the market, right? Because I'm an entrepreneur by design and by choice. So I was like, I feel like I could build businesses inside of this market. And so that's what I started doing. And man, it's been a blast ever since. I get to go all types of cool places. I started my YouTube channel. I got to like blast a bunch of rug pulls, and then I get to go cool places and talk to people like you going around the blockchain and, BitBoy's channel. It's just like, dude, it's
a wild ride.
Yeah, just like Bitcoin's moon rocket, dude. It's cool.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. And I feel like Crypto Fam, how I do things. I feel like interviews, candidly, are just kind of boring, right? So I wanted to bring Drew on today, and I want to be clear about this. This is not like a sponsored episode. We brought Drew on because we love what they are doing. Point blank, period. We're not getting paid for this. So just to be clear, we're having them on because we love what they're doing and believe in what's going on. But I wanted this for the viewers' peace of mind, period. Yeah. So you have a product, you're the CEO, obviously, that just came out. It's literally one of my favorite things on blockchain, point blank, period. I meant to say that to you the other day when I saw you around the blockchain, but we had other stuff going on. So I'm excited about it. But before we get into Presend, I wanted to talk more about like business and blockchain. You started to refer to it right there. I feel like, so as a business owner, I own 3 businesses. This is technically 4, but 3 sounds like you as well. And I think so many times people from the outside in looking into a business, they see a business or a product and they think, oh, cool idea. Like I could do that. Oh, that probably makes money hand over fist. And there's probably not that much that has to go into it. So talk to me about like some struggles and wins that you've had in relation just to being a business owner. And then how did that lead you to come into this product idea specifically?
Yeah. Well, before I answer that, man, I got to give you your flowers too. Humble appreciation for what you said, man. That I truly appreciate that because
that's great.
And I know you do. I can tell because seriously, it's what has happened and building things like this. And we're going to get into this as part of the answer. It's not easy, right? Yeah. So even though people make it look easy, just because you watch Bruce Lee movies doesn't mean that you can do Jeet Kune Do, right? So just, please, like everybody, like just appreciate all of these businesses and these technologies that people, the things that we take for granted, it was really hard work from somebody else. Like, just even the self-driving car, Tesla and stuff, that's crazy. Okay. Yeah. That's nuts. So somebody developed that, man. And I want to give you your flowers for kind of,
appreciate that, man,
emphasizing that. So I'd say the biggest hurdle that I've seen is, man, just finding, and this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but finding competent individuals that are okay with eating only what they kill, right? And keeping them around you with that have the same motivation, the same drive, the same energy levels, and the same, I guess, end game as you, right? It's very hard to find people whose goals and ambitions align to bring something this large to market, because you can build businesses by yourself. I'm not saying you can't, and a lot of people do. I've done it myself, and it works perfectly fine. I built Wolfer Finance by myself, right? That was my first crypto business. This, I could not do it by myself. And so finding those competent individuals and then understanding all of the nuanced things that are behind it, I think was probably one of the biggest barriers to building the business, right? I'm very good at building businesses, right? But I can't code. I don't know how to I'm not an architect or an engineer in terms of coding.
I own a construction company, and I literally didn't start by doing construction, right? I know how to run a business. So I get it, dude. And then you have to bring people in that have your vision and want to kind of come alongside and act as if it's their business, no matter what their percentage is. And that's a really hard thing to do.
Yeah. And shout out the people that do that. I appreciate all of you. And I appreciate our community too for believing in us.
Yeah, dude. So I ultimately, I said that I love what you guys do. So let's talk about that. So Presend, okay? We have a fundamental problem in block. If you ask me, we have literally a fundamental problem, and I've heard people talk about it, and I joke around and I say I get the butt pucker when I send a large transaction, because that's exactly what happens, right? if you go to the store right now, you couldn't swipe your Visa and then it accidentally charge one of your other cards and then say, oh yeah, that transaction never happened. And by the way, we took your money and it's denied, right? That's effectively what can happen in crypto, right? You send out a transaction to the wrong chain. It allows the transaction to happen and then it takes your freaking money forever and you are not going to get it back. So that being said, with that being the problem, in comes Presend. So what is Presend?
So Presend literally stops exactly what you said from happening. So think sending USDC on Polygon to an Ethereum wallet. Potentially you just lost your money, right? Yeah. So we actually pick up on that, right? So whenever you send, and we're non-custodial, I want that to be 100% clear. We are not taking custody of anybody's funds. One of my biggest pet peeves in markets is that whenever people trust their funds too much to certain places and then something bad happens. It's not really their fault, but they're just trusting it, right? And so we're not taking any custody of anyone's funds. We are simpatico with your wallet, and we're not looking to compete with the wallets, the MetaMask, the Trust wallets, Coinbases of the world. We want to actually work with them and be integrated with them and be simpatico with them, right? So compatible, right? And we are not going to take custody of your funds for that exact reason. You have to approve everything in your wallet, and we'll show you that. We'll show you a live demo if we have the time, which I'm sure we will.
For sure.
But yeah, so Presend actually runs checks to make sure that whatever wallet you're sending to is compatible with the wallet that you're sending from, that it's that the chain is compatible to the wallet that you're sending to, that the coin is compatible with that, and that the coin is compatible with the chain on the chain that you're sending to that wallet, right? And then if all those checks pass, you're good to go and you can, do that. But in the case of say Binance, if you try to send Binance coin, which we'll do it. If you try to send Binance coin to Coinbase Exchange does not accept Binance coin. So if you try to send that from a MetaMask, it'll let you'll lose your money, which is kind of what he was referring to earlier. Yeah. And then if you send it and try to, do the transaction inside of Presend, you'll get a big red thing that says, do not do that. You will lose your money. Boom. We stop it. And then it never
will it actually stop it? Will it actually stop the transaction?
We will do it live. Nice. Proof is in the pudding.
All right. I like to see that. Yeah. So is there a specific
We'll lose some money live too to prove our point. We'll lose some monany from KuCoin.
Okay, hey, listen, that's on you, brother. I ultimately know that I've experienced this, and I'm super anal retentive. So when I'm sending, especially something to do with money, I check that thing for 15 times. But I'll tell you, for me, honestly, I'm so freaking busy. It would be really nice to have. I've complained about this for a while. So when this came out, I was like, there it is. Somebody freaking figured it out right there. And so is there a specific time, or are you suggesting hey, people should probably be using this on just all their transactions?
Yeah, my guess is if you're sending a test transaction, I wouldn't even do that. It's a waste of time. So especially for think about it in terms of just life, right? So Presend has a very minimal fee, which we can get into here in just a second as well. But it's $1 guaranteed or 0.2%. And I mean 0.2.
So 0.002.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's 0.2%. So it's really nothing. If you send $1,000, it costs you $1. I can't imagine that sending a test transaction that takes you at least anywhere from 5 to maybe 15 minutes sometimes for it to show up and guarantee that it's there. I can't imagine that's not worth $1 to you if you're sending $1,000. I can't imagine somebody's 5 minutes. I always say this: time, the most precious commodity known to man is not gold or silver. It's time. Time is the most precious commodity known to mankind. Don't waste it for anyone, right? And if you can gain, that's one thing you can never gain more of. You can always get money back. You can't get your time back. And you only have so much. It's finite, right? So yeah, I would say that sending this, if you're sending test transactions, this is nullifying that forevermore.
Dude, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Like I said at the start of the show, peace of mind. Smash the like if you want peace of mind as it relates to your crypto transactions, because like I said, it can be a scary proposition, even when you know it's right too. I'm telling you, because I've sent some large transactions and I am sitting around with bated breath. When's it going to be there? I know I did it right. Didn't I do it right? I swear I did. I swear. You know what I mean? And it just freaking sucks. So I love it.
Especially going into exchanges.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So let's do it then, dude. Let's do a little demo on this. Let's show people how this works and what maybe could happen if you're not using it and what that looks like.
All right, let's lose some crypto to prove a point, and then we'll not lose our crypto. All right, so cool. I'm gonna go ahead and share my entire screen really quick. It might look like Inception for about a half second, guys. All right,
I'll give you a second there. There we go.
app.presend.io. That is what the website is, okay? And you can here, I'll even refresh it so that everybody knows this isn't a PowerPoint presentation or something like that, right? But if you look, I'm on Ethereum's main net. Here's my wallet, whatever, right? Here's all of my assets, and this is what the Presend token looks like, or this is what the Presend extension will look like whenever it's approved. We're going to have an extension. We've already submitted it to Chrome. Since you're connecting your wallet to it, it goes through a secondary verification process with them because they want to make sure that, they're not opening up an exposure. Totally understandable. So once the extension comes out, we will tell everybody. But right now you can use it at app.presend.io. And what you can do is just go down here, acknowledge the terms of service. If you want to read them, just click right here, connect your wallet. Boom, it connects your wallet. You can connect your MetaMask. And then we're also doing Wallet Connect, all that good stuff. Now, I do want to show really quick how it mirrors the wallet. Okay, so C888, right? That's my wallet. And then we're on Ethereum. And you can kind of see like where I have Ethereum. I have my 324 USDC down here. I have my Stronger, my Uniswap, my Baby Doge, my Hex, all that stuff. So it just mirrors your MetaMask essentially, or whatever wallet it is that you're sending on. Now, this is incredibly intuitive, and you can see that pretty much everything is interactive, so you know exactly what you're doing. So as you just saw, like if I want to go to Binance Smart Chain, right? And hopefully these guys aren't messing with the wallet. Because I might have to refresh this. But if I want to go to Binance Smart Chain, boom, I go over here and click this. And I think I'm probably going to have to refresh it. But anyways, it will pop up your wallet, right? Yeah. And you will have to, and I'm not going to switch, but you will have to actually do that inside of your MetaMask notification. Now, let's send, I want to show everybody that BNB does not go to Coinbase, okay? So this is what we were talking about earlier. But we know that if you send to this 0x wallet, that it will accept it. All right. And we got that. That's good. So we're going to send to an Ethereum wallet on USDC on Ethereum. And we're just going to send it from our MetaMask. We're going to send some Binance coin, which we know doesn't go. Right. So I'm not going to send a lot because I know we're going to lose this money, but we'll do like 0.01, and MetaMask will let me do this. So I'm going to lose about $3 right here live on screen so that everybody knows, boom, it's already on the blockchain. I can't bring that back. I've just lost my money. It's never going to come back to me. I won't be able to recover it. And you can click on the transaction on the Block Explorer, and you can see it was successful, that we sent 0.01.
It even says successful on the Block Explorer too.
I know, man. It sucks. So now what I want to show everybody is if I do that same transaction, right, I can send all of my Binance coin. And if I just go in here and I press Binance coin, and I'm going to send 0.6, which is almost all my Binance coins, probably like $250. Yeah. All I do is click yes. I'm sending it to Coinbase, right? I put the receiver address in. This is how seamless it is. It's very quick. Okay. And then it pops up that transaction. I just signed the transaction. Now we're running the checks. That was me paying the $1 pre-send fee to send this, right? Yeah. Now it's running the checks. And we'll see what happens, man. And this works on NFTs. It works on coins. It works on all these different things, right? So Binance takes a little bit longer, and so does Ethereum, just because they're slower blockchains. But boom. So it stopped my transaction from going through, right? So it never prompted. It basically told me you cannot send Binance coin to Coinbase, right? Can't do it. And so literally this is like game-changing technology. And I'm going to switch just really quick to Polygon, right? I'm going to switch to Polygon. Boom, we'll switch to Polygon. I'm just going to refresh this so that it does actually pop up Polygon. And we're just going to prove it one more time with a very fast transaction because Polygon, here, we'll try to send the SIMP token. I don't even know what that is, but I guarantee you it does not go to Coinbase. Actually, you pick an exchange. I know this doesn't go to any exchange known to mankind. So
it's fine. Just send it over to KuCoin.
All right, KuCoin. We'll try KuCoin. Here's a 0x wallet address. We know that it should, it shouldn't go because I don't know what SIMP coin is, but I guarantee you it doesn't go to KuCoin or any of these. Boom. See? So like this stops all of this nonsense from happening, man. It's just,
Now,
There's no
did they pay?
reason
Did they pay a dot? Did now? Let's say that just happens. I didn't mean to cut you off. That just happened. Boom! You try to send it, and then you effectively you paid $1 for it. It was a smaller amount, so that's the minimum or whatever. And then boom! It said, "Hey, $1 just saved you whatever that transaction was going to be." Right?
Yeah. So that $1 just saved me from losing 300 of my Binance coin. Man. So. Man, it's pretty substantial. That one transaction that we just blocked just paid for the next like over 200 pre-send transactions. Just paid for itself.
That's so dope, dude. I literally can't, but it's simple on the idea of what is happening, but there's so much complex in the background. I want to jump into the chat real quick. Ryan says, I think you said this already, but I just want you to go ahead and throw it out there. How do we get the extension? Can you talk on that?
Yeah. So right now you cannot get the extension, and that's because we are at the mercy of Google Chrome, Opera, Microsoft Edge, and Mozilla Firefox, who we have submitted the Chrome all the extensions to all of those platforms, but they have to approve it first, which means they have to go through our smart contract. Yeah. They have to go through our audit. They have to make sure that all of our code looks good. And just as a spoiler, we have filed a full patent on this in the United States, and it is provisionally patented worldwide. So if anybody wants this tech, they have to license it from us. That means MetaMask, KuCoin, Crypto.com, whatever, right? And then secondarily, we got a 9.95 on our security score when we were audited our code and our smart contract by Hackin.io, the same place that audited Gate.io, CoinDesk, I believe, DAG Constellation. These guys don't play around. They make CertiK audits look like you just went to Candyland.
That's wild. Is there anything that you can think of just now? Let's take yourself out of being a business owner, CEO. Is there any limitations on this that you could say, hey, you at least need to be aware of this, just putting it all out there? Is there any limitations on this whatsoever?
Absolutely. You got to make sure you're inputting the proper inputs. So like if you're trying to send a KuCoin, make sure you say that you're sending to KuCoin inside of the wallet, because that's the thing about code. That computer, that algorithm can only do what it's trained to do and what you tell it to do, right? Yeah. So if you're sending to KuCoin, but you put in your Coinbase wallet and you're sending Binance coin, but you basically inadvertently accidentally put the wrong thing into Presend, then Presend could say, yeah, that's good to go. You see what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. So what are you saying is code is law, right? And effectively you're telling the computer, hey, this is what I need you to do. So if you don't tell the computer effectively what needs to happen, can't help you with that. You still made a bummer of of an error there. Or it does go to that exchange and then you got to go fish it out from assuming that you have that wallet or whatever. That's good stuff. So I also want to throw out there, this is a funny one. Crypto Vet says, I got a thicker hairline from using Presend. And my boy Greg says, Presend saves lives, bro. Yeah, it does.
Nice.
And
it really does.
I totally agree with that for sure.
Yeah.
So what's the easiest way for people to jump on? I want to kind of recap for anybody that's new, that's just coming in. Drew is the CEO of Presend, and effectively, to make it really, really simple, it saves you from accidentally sending a transaction that you're never going to get back. If you send it to the wrong chain, you mess something up, it says, it stops the transaction. It says, hey, you can't do that. No. It was $1 is the minimum for a transaction, or 0.002 of a transaction, which was like basically what, $1 for $1,000?
$1 for $1,000. Yeah. You're basically paying $1 for you're basically paying one. I think it's $2 for $1,000 transaction. So every $500 is going to cost you $1. And it's basically an insurance policy for a market that doesn't allow insurance policies, right? And like I was talking to somebody about this, like say you got a $100,000 car. And I'm not saying everybody has $100,000 cars, but you're probably going to pay about $500 worth of insurance every single month for that, right? Yeah. And nothing's ever really going to happen, but you'll be happy if it does, right? And you still pay that insurance, right? That's 0.5%. That's 2.5 times what the Presend fee is. Yeah. And you're using your crypto wallets probably sometimes almost as much as you're using your car, but you're paying way less of a premium to protect your actual money, your assets that are inside of it. So like, I'm not saying it's an insurance policy. I'm saying it's like one, because there's nothing in the market like it. And you can't insure this. This is the closest it gets, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any concerns on the, so John asked, he said, hey, just in the door, any side effects of using Presend? Let me kind of edit how he's saying this. Let me ask you it this way. Is there any concern? I'm sure you guys have done all your due diligence on the back end, but is there any concern of someone else getting access to Presend to where now all of a sudden could start, you know, or is this all integrated in a way that, hey, it's going to stop these transactions no matter what happens, and it's good to go?
Yeah, so the way that we have our code set up is it's enterprise grade solutions. So like I'm not saying that we're on these people's levels by any means, but what I'm saying is that we've modeled it after them. So our dev his name's Gosu, his name's Jace, but he's a Silicon Valley dev, right? Like he's worked at Facebook, Amazon, Twitch. He knows enterprise grade solutions, and that's what he's brought to our code. So random devs can't just push code that has to be reviewed multiple times before it can go in. Yeah. Okay. So it's really cool, man. And that's plus cool. We're regulated. We're SEC regulated. Like we're filing a regulation CF, like a crowdfunding, effort. And all of we're going to have on-chain securities that are issued into our investors' crypto wallets. So we're playing with the big boys, right? We're not messing around like saying, hey, we're a crypto bro protocol. Not at all. We want to be a Silicon Valley style software startup, and we will hold ourselves to that effect, and we will hold ourselves accountable to that every single time.
That's super wild. So what would you, Drew, what would you say that the viewers should take away from, obviously, other than, hey, get over to presend.io and check this out because it's going to save you some freaking money if you make a mistake? Is there anything else that you would say, hey, this is what you should take away from what we've talked about today?
Yeah. So what you should probably take away is the fact that this is a once thought to be impossible technology that has now been brought to fruition in literally 6 months of development work. And we've taken over a pretty decent size of like covering the market. So we're compatible, as you saw in the wallet, KuCoin, Crypto.com, Binance.com, Binance.us, and Coinbase. So you can send into all of those exchanges. Secondarily, we've already taken over the majority of the EVM market, which is AVAX, FTM, Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, and then Polygon, right? Which are basically the main 5 chains on EVM. Now we're going to start taking over the rest of the blockchains, the Cardanos, the Bitcoins, because we know you can lose money on those chains as well. Solana, stuff like that, right? Okay. Then what we're going to do is bring in more wallets, which is what we're actually doing right now. And I think within the next 3 days, we'll probably have these connectivities and compatibilities to send to, where you'll be able to connect not only your MetaMask, but also your wallet connect options, which is like Exodus, Ledger, Crypto.com wallet. Then we'll have Trust Wallet. Also, what was the other one? There was something else. I forget what it is.
Currently only MetaMask, and then whatever the wallet connect has.
Whatever wallet connect options are. Yep. Oh yeah, it'll be Coinbase Wallet and Trust Wallet outside of Wallet Connect options, right? But Wallet Connect covers dozens of things, and then we'll also be able to send into other wallets and exchanges. Obviously, we have 5 of the top exchanges, so we're going to try and get some wallets now, which will be MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Crypto.com, Coinbase, Ledger. Those are the ones that we're targeting. So it's like the top ones of the top ones. We want to take over those first, right? And then we can start going for the smaller ones and stuff like that. But we want the major compatibilities first. And then we want to start getting partnerships, integrations where our tech is inside of those wallets.
And just as a reminder, everybody, it's non-custodial. Okay. You keep your own keys. You know, this is the crypto ethos here. This is not, hey, we'll hold it for you. Just slide it on over here and we'll take care of it. That is not what they are doing. You are effectively paying a very small fee for insurance, for crypto insurance. So one of the other things I just need to touch on right quick, make sure to do your crypto taxes. I don't think you can take to your tax guy the fact that you lost a crypto transaction due to being a bonehead. So Presend.io could also help you with that. And then if you are a bonehead or you aren't a bonehead, you still need to do your taxes. So check out Anthony Price. He helped Crusader and I a bunch recently with some stuff we had going on with NFTs and whatnot. So make sure to do your crypto taxes. That's always super important. Well, listen, Drew, you've got a number of different socials. We've got those links down below the stream. Make sure to check him out, guys. I know there's a lot more to Drew than just Presend, but I got to tell you, I am a big fan of Presend. So Drew, thank you very much for coming on, brother. I really do appreciate it, for real.
Yeah, I appreciate you introducing me to your community, man. And
Yeah,
you know,
dude.
we'll give them the plug because we finally
Yes.
got you sorted. But make sure that everybody knows that they can click your link and go support your channel, because if he's the one bringing you the information and you appreciate that, I'm sure he appreciates you by clicking his ambassador link for Presend.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I actually meant to mention that we do have an ambassador link down below, and yeah, it does help out the channel. So we appreciate everything that you guys are doing for the blockchain, brother. I look forward to seeing you soon, maybe on around the blockchain, or we'll run into each other somewhere. So have a blessed day, and for the rest of the crypto fam, just remember to question everything, trust nothing, and until next time, hodl like it's hot and use Presend. Have a good day.